Good evening from Washington, D.C. I'm Mehdi Hassan, in for Chris Hayes. One of the many enduring, haunting images from January the 6th is this scene, moments before Ashli Babbitt was shot and killed. She and a group of rioters tried to break through this set of doors leading into the Speaker's lobby just outside the House chamber, where members of Congress were gathered. They demanded that the officers guarding the door step aside and eventually managed to smash the glass windows. Now, nearly all of the rioters you see here have been charged with crimes. For example, 39-year-old Christopher Grider, pictured here in the red hat with a yellow Gadsden Don't Tread on Me flag tied around his neck, allegedly tried to push open and kick the lobby doors. He was indicted in January on 7 counts, including destruction of government property and an act of physical violence in the Capitol grounds. Chad Barrett-Jones, age 42, who used a pole to break the windows in those lobby doors. He's in a grey cap and red jacket here. Video footage shows him striking the windows at least 10 times. He was arrested in January and charged with assaulting a federal officer, destruction of government property, and other crimes. And Zachary Allen, the man you see here in the fur hat, also smashed those windows using a helmet. He's been charged with assaulting a federal officer with a dangerous or deadly weapon, as well as 10 other counts. And as we know, that window that Zachary Allen smashed is the one Ashli Babbitt tried to catapult herself through before she was fatally shot by a Capitol police officer. Babbitt was a January the 6th rioter. She was an insurrectionist who stormed the Capitol to try and overturn the election. She was part of a violent mob of people that tried to enter the Speaker's lobby, a majority of whom have been charged for their crimes. Babbitt was a conspiracy theorist, a devout believer in Donald Trump's election lies, a devout believer in QAnon. And it is a tragedy that she lost her life for those beliefs. But in the months since January the 6th, the right has been trying to make Ashli Babbitt into a noble martyr for their cause. Republican Congressman Paul Gosar has even taken to wearing a bracelet with "For Ashli" written on it while he's in the Capitol building. But this is not just coming from the far, far right wing of the party. The former president of the United States, the de facto leader of the whole party, has recently taken to holding her up as a martyr as well. He released this deeply disturbing statement yesterday from his exile in Bedminster, New Jersey. Quote, "I spoke to the wonderful mother and devoted husband of Ashli Babbitt, who was murdered at the hands of someone who should never have pulled the trigger of his gun. We know who he is. If that happened to the other side, there would be riots all over America. And yet there are far more people represented by Ashli who truly loved America than there are on the other side. The radical left haters cannot be allowed to get away with this. There must be justice." Donald Trump was impeached for inciting an insurrection on January the 6th. And that statement is yet more incitement to violence, to terror, both against the officer who killed Ashli Babbitt, we know who he is, and in holding up Babbitt as some type of hero. Think about that message. If you go and die for the cause, the president will promote you as a great patriot. All in the service of Donald Trump's self-centered big lie that he actually won the election. This is the monster that the right has created over many years. Donald Trump is in many ways a product of it, of the anger and bigotry and conspiracism. And he took it all and he amplified it. He fed the monster with his lies.